Today we are going to be talking about corporate support in addressing sexual and gender-based violence. My name is Wangu Kanja and welcome to My Dignity Restored. Thank you. We have so many corporate organizations that are working in Kenya and that are set up in Kenya and working in Kenya. And one of the things that we need from them is them to have sexual and gender-based violence as one of their main thematic areas when it comes to corporate social responsibility, but also under corporate affairs. And the reason why we need them to come in and address issues of sexual and gender-based violence is because we need to start working on prevention and within the different mechanisms that we have in the country. And the corporate sector is one of those mechanisms that we have in place, and they can start by having like a sexual harassment policy in all the companies to ensure that every single employee is protected regardless of their ethnicity, of their gender, of their sex, of their status. And working towards prevention actually reduces the resources that might be directed to post-rape care services or other required services that goes to helping a survivor start their healing process. But there's also the other component of most of the people working for the different companies, organizations, or institutions might be going through a form of sexual and gender-based violence in their homes or in their homes or from their communities, and we need to be sensitive to their needs. What I'm referring to is ensuring that they can receive the support that they need. If it's a person who performs well and meets targets on time, when they start derailing from their normal work, their deadlines, they withdraw, or you see other signs of where they're using alcohol as a coping mechanism, we need to address the underlying issues. And I think the Human Resource Department is the best place where we can have these things addressed from, but also ensuring that that particular person has time to actually access other support services, for example, counseling. Because we don't need to terminate them. All we need to do is give them time to access those services that are required, having in mind that this person might be one of the best, either an executive or a salesperson or a marketing person. And if we can come together and make sure that this happens to all the employees in the different institutions or companies, then it makes the working environment conducive for everyone. And once they've had that support, whether it's counseling, whether it's medical, whether it's legal, then they will translate it, or they might have knowledge that they will take home to educate other people in the family or in the community of what available services that are there and what people need to stand for and also work towards prevention, because it's a high time corporate organizations actually joined the government and other civil society organizations in ensuring that we put an end to all forms of sexual and gender-based violence, but also speak and address against sexual and gender-based violence inside the institutions. And my appeal is we need to work together and make this possible, because a person that is not mentally fit, or they have traumatic experiences that are affecting their work, need to be supported so that they become productive. Because if the production is affected, that means it will not translate to financial gains or even profit, or also getting more customers if it's a product that you're selling or it's a service that you're selling. So we need to work together to end all forms of sexual and gender-based violence. So I'm calling upon all corporate organizations or the private sector to join us in ending or addressing sexual and gender-based violence, and let's work on prevention. Please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe.
Correct.